Today, I'm happy to introduce to you our new web series, Too Hot for TV. The very first episode is a match that I happen to be very, very personal with. What you're about to see is graphic in nature, and we could not air it on our regular TV programming. At the conclusion of this matchup, I will be back with a special message to explain the results of this match. Please stay tuned.
Here we see these two longtime rivals stare down one more time, Axel.
Of course, Tony King, well known to many, many fans here in NEW. Dillon Davis has been a long-time Newfoundland wrestler. He moved away and has made quite a name for himself in Atlantic Canada over the last several years.
Well, Dynamite certainly traveled everywhere, and you can see here he's trying to take the early advantage. And fans, we're going to forewarn you in advance, this contest gets pretty brutal. It's too hot for TV, and that's what this is all about, and you're going to see why very, very soon. And you see Travis Canning there inside the ring. He's in a bit of a predicament here in this contest, Axel.
There's bad blood runs deep between these two competitors, that's for sure. And of course, this has been made extremely personal with Tony King's attacks on NEW owner Travis Canning over the last several weeks, culminating in an attack on Mr. Canning in his own home.
See, I think you got that one a little bit wrong. Tony told me that he went over to borrow some sugar, and Travis got a little rude with him, so then Tony had to straighten him out, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. When you cross the wall thing, that's what's going to happen. And you see they're devastating on the crown jewels there. The wall thing dropped on top of the guardrail.
Well, you see, Dillon Davis, he knows that Travis Canning is not a trained competitor, and he knows that Tony King did him wrong, and he's willing to stand up for Newfoundland wrestling, for New Evolution Wrestling, and of course for his longtime friend Travis Canning as well.
Camera person here, absolutely frantic, trying to get all of the action. You see Tony King now in control of this one, whips Dynamite Davis back into the ring, Axel.
Tony King's now got the upper hand on Dynamite Davis. Davis, however, able to float over with that backdrop, caught himself on the ring apron. He looked like he was going for that spring load DDT there. Tony King catches him, stops him. What's going on here, folks? This action is hot and heavy. Beautiful European uppercut. Back elbow by Dynamite Dillon Davis.
Travis Canning in for the count, only a 2 count, and he better watch himself here. I don't want to see any underhanded tactics on the behalf of the official. They're counting Tony down quicker than normal, just because he has a little bit of a problem with it. Don't you think he's not above that?
Travis Canning, I believe, respects the integrity of this business, and he is, regardless of the outcome, going to call this match fair down the middle. Tony King making that a moot point, though, with that beautiful Pele kick.
He absolutely waylaid Dynamite Dillon Davis with that one. Now he's going under the ring there. What's the wall thing to look for? And this man is absolutely sadistic. You know it. He will absolutely do anything it takes to win a match. And it's going to be interesting to see what transpires here.
And again, this is well outside the confines of being about a title. This is 100% a personal issue. And you know the personal issues are the ones that can turn into the most violent of encounters. And these men aren't going to stop until the other man cannot continue.
Undoubtedly the most bitter rivalry in New Evolution Wrestling history right here. These two men going toe-to-toe once again, and you see Tony putting Dynamite in position. Oh my good God.
Oh, he's got him left suspended there on those 2 chairs after that spinning neck breaker.
You can see the ill effects there on Dynamite Dillon Davis, absolutely shaking on the mat from the impact of that maneuver.
Right onto that cold steel.
Tony setting up the chair in the corner there. You can see official Travis Canning looking, trying to give Dynamite some pointers. I told you, he's on the take in this match.
He's just checking on the competitor. It's the referee's job.
He's on the take in this match.
You should.
Whatever it takes to get rid of Tony King.
It's no real surprise you wouldn't understand the rules, side winners. Davis with that tilt-a-whirl slam now. Still feeling a bit of pain from that maneuver on the steel chairs just a couple of moments ago by Tony King.
Trying to get the fans into this one. Now Dynamite rolls outside the ring. What's this going to be here, Axel? Looking for more weapons underneath the ring, it appears.
Underneath the ring, and we've got a garbage can now.
You see Dynamite making his way back into the ring. What's he going to do with this weapon here, Axel?
He's trying to drum up some fan support by the look of it there, Todd Winters.
The fans are firmly behind him. The fans aren't going to win you the match. Oh my God.
Oh, he just launched it at Tony King. He just let it fly straight into the cranium of Tony King.
That one flattened Tony King, took him out completely. And Dynamite should attempt to capitalize on this one here, but he wants to inflict more punishment.
Oh, I think he seemed like he was extremely satisfied with the end result there, and he's going back in under the ring. Let's see what he comes up with this time.
These two men have fought all across the province of Newfoundland and Labrador over the years. Absolutely bitter, bitter rivals.
Is that a half sheet of plywood?
And once we saw Dynamite Dillon Davis return to New Evolution Wrestling, I knew it was only a matter of time before this war would be ignited once more.
It's that under the ring for emergency ring repairs. Dillon Davis, I don't think he's going to care if he tears the ring rung from rung here.
That's absolutely devastating, right down onto that plywood.
And you see Davis wincing in pain as well. He landed on that wood himself. And Tony King is in a hard way right now. Dillon Davis in control of this matchup. And we don't know what these men are capable of. There are weapons. You see there's chairs and garbage cans all around the ring here. We'll have a look at this replay with that beautiful snap suplex up and over.
That is absolutely brutal. And now these two men have made their way into the crowd. And look at this here.
No, they're having a game of 120s, I think.
These two men out amongst the fans here at the CLB.
15-2, 15-4.
This is absolutely brutal here today. It is too hot for TV, that's for sure. These two men are laying it all on the line.
And this is spilled out of the confines of the ring here at the CLB Armory. We're almost down to the main entrance of the building here. Just off to the competitor's left.
Well, it's really gotten to the point where no ring is going to contain these two men. This rivalry is just so heated that they just can't contain it inside the confines of the squared circle. And now you see Dynamite after setting up Tony King in the chair there. What's this going to be?
Trying to do some traffic control. Big jump. Oh! Tony King able to take that chair right into the forehead of a charging Dynamite Dillon Davis.
Tony King regained some control in this match, but now he's taking him back through the fans, and you see on the replay that chair right into the mush of Dynamite Dillon Davis.
What's going on here? Davis able to reverse that attempt and did a back body drop onto that stack of extra guardrails.
Did you hear the sound of Tony King's back crashing into those guardrails? That is absolutely disgusting.
These two men now are currently venturing into places no wrestling match should take place.
You see here on the replay, listen to the sound of Tony King's back crashing into those guardrails. That is absolutely devastating.
You see that the thickest of those rails right across the lower back. Ooh, that's a paddling.
That is certainly a paddling, and you can see the pain etched on the face of the wall thing, Tony King. Dynamite Dillon Davis certainly bringing all the plunder out today. He waylaid Tony King with that paddle, and Tony decides to go low to regain the advantage. You do what you got to do in an unsanctioned match, I guess. And now you're looking for the King switch on the floor.
On the outside.
This will end it for sure. And Tony King, he crashes headfirst into the steel ring post axle.
Davis able to use that instinct and push him off just before King could pull the trigger on that King switch on the outside, which almost certainly would have spelled the end for Dynamite Dillon Davis.
And now you see the chain This is getting absolutely out of control. Dynamite Dillon Davis wrapping the chain around his hand. And you know he's going to go to town on Tony King's forehead with that one.
He's making some Monday Pound Knuckles, Todd Winters.
That's right. You don't want to be on the wrong end of one of those.
Just stalking Tony King now, waiting to lay in. He's basically got a chain link boxing gloves now.
And you see Dynamite Davis, this is absolutely vicious. He is absolutely laying waste.
Oh, he's busted Tony King open.
He has been opened up by that chain there. Could have been off the ring post as well when he was sent crashing into it head first. But you see, certainly the chain didn't help matters. And Tony's still showing a lot of fight. Maybe the sight of his own blood there has reinvigorated the wall-thing Tony King.
I think Tony King is just operating on instinct right now. And his instinct is to fight.
He picks up the paddle there. Second guesses it, and now picks up the chain instead.
He didn't want nothing to do with that dirty ore. He's going to whip him with the chain.
Absolutely disgusting, and you can see there, that is a 20-pound chain he is waylaying him with. And you see, Wild Thing Tony King has regained the upper hand in this unsanctioned match, destroying Dynamite Davis with that chain.
You see that river of crimson on the face of Tony King. Either the result of that Irish whip into the pole or that brutal chain attack by Dillon Davis outside the ring just moments ago. Tony King able to reverse it then and sends Dillon Davis crashing into that steel chair that was wedged between the top and middle rope.
Tony King makes his way out of the ring over to one of the fans in the crowd, and that, actually fans, that is the mother of Dynamite Davis, and she absolutely slaps the taste out of his mouth there. Dynamite Davis absolutely reinvigorated after seeing that, and he is laying waste to the Wild Thing Tony King as he launches him back into the ring.
Dillon Davis now, fireman's carry on Tony King.
Crashing through the table. What a devastating move by Dynamite Davis, Axel.
He used his own body weight to finish up and land on top of Tony King. That's got to feel like a car accident on Tony King's ribs. You see him bent like an accordion, folded up on top of himself, and there's a king switch.
Tony pulls that one out of nowhere.
And I think he landed right on that chain.
Not enough, and you see Wild Thing Tony King absolutely brutalized there. If you take a close look at his face here, the crimson mask.
He's bloodied and battered, but apparently there is still fight in Tony King.
See, he's running completely on instinct here, running on fumes.
Suffering from some blood loss there. He's got to be dizzy. Of course, he did just hit that big maneuver on Dillon Davis with that king switch right onto that steel chain.
Tony pulled that one out of nowhere after being sent crashing through the table, like I said, completely on instinct. And now, that's Tony King having his hands here. Oh, dear God, Axel.
Oh, he's got the tacks.
And this is about to get ugly real quick. You can see why it's too hot for TV, NEW fans. This one is absolutely out of control. Official Travis Canning, the promoter, he may have to step in and finish this one himself and just call the match, because this is just getting too violent.
This is an unsanctioned fight with a lot riding on the outcome. If either competitor loses this match, they will never wrestle in Newfoundland again. Both men have agreed to that stipulation leading into it. So not only is this match on the line, both of these men have careers on the line in this contest. And not only by the brutal weaponry that we've seen.
What's this going to be, Axel?
My God.
That is absolutely devastating. You can see writhing in pain. Look at the back of Dynamite Dillon Davis cut open there. Wild Thing Tony King covered in thumbtacks.
Both men.
Absolutely insane.
Both men into the tacks there. I'm not sure which man took the worst of it, but you see the end result there.
That is absolutely devastating.
Dynamite Davis now. His back a virtual pincushion.
He wants some more. This is absolutely wild, Axel. Can you believe these two men, everything they've done to their bodies? And look at this. This is two men going toe-to-toe right here. Holding nothing back. The Wild Thing Tony King, battered and bruised. Dynamite Dillon Davis, absolutely destroyed. And these two men laying it all on the line still.
Shot for shot, both men now. A bloody, battered mess.
There's so much on the line here. Each man giving it everything they got. Look, they're absolutely exasperated, out of energy.
Both men continue to fight.
Once again, still going. Dynamite catches him. Oh my God. German suplex straight into the rest of those tacks. Tony King pops back up. The adrenaline is flowing here today on NEW.
What's going to happen here? That spinning face breaker. Davis able to catch that kick coming from Tony King. Tony King off the near ropes. Davis off the far side. I think he's trying to get King back into those tacks.
Another angle slam into the tacks. And these two men, this has got to be close to a conclusion now. I don't know what else these two could do to one another. Wild Thing Tony King covered in thumbtacks, bleeding from the forehead.
Both men perforated like Tetley tea bags by those thumbtacks.
Look at the back of the Wild Thing Tony King. He is absolutely destroyed. I don't know how he's still going. And this one is just wild. It's too hot for TV, ladies and gentlemen, so we're bringing it to you here exclusively on YouTube and Facebook. All of the NEW fans to catch a glimpse at this hotly contested matchup.
And what must Travis Canning, as the official and owner of New Revolution Wrestling, be thinking right now, being in the ring and seeing these two competitors?
Well, certainly a high-stakes matchup. They can't afford to make a mistake in this one, as the official is going to need to call it right down the middle as he has thus far. But these two men, it's far from over, and you see Tony King has something in his hands there. It looks like some powder of some type. Devastating right into the eyes, blinding Dynamite Dillon Davis. Wild Thing Tony King shoots Travis Canning into him.
He's blinded. Oh my God, I think he thought he had Tony King.
And he lays out the referee, and now what are we going to do?
Dillon Davis with that Death Valley driver right into the thumbtacks. With any new... Todd Winters, what the heck is going on here?
Certainly Tony going for his finishing maneuver once again. Dillon cuts him off, scoops him up, maybe a DVD into the tacks. Tony's able to escape.
With that big shot now, Dillon Davis boxes Tony King's ears, catches him as Tony King tried to get away. You see once again Travis Canning down on the mat.
Both men are down.
Tony King with the cover.
Travis Canning seems to be coming too. And as we see moving into the ring, senior official Justin Cricker down for the count. Both men at the same time. And what do we have here, Axel? That's a double pin. What do we do here? Both men's shoulders were down. It appears as if both officials counted the three.
How do you enforce the stipulation involved in this match, Todd Winters?
And we see here Travis Canning, NEW owner, promoter, raising the hand of Dynamite Dillon Davis, but it appears as if senior official Justin Cricker counted the shoulders of Dynamite Dillon Davis down, and appears as if he believes Wild Thing Tony King is the winner.
Well, you saw at the end there how Tony King was draped over Dillon Davis's body, and his shoulders were down flat on the mat.
conversing over that pinfall there.
The mat is covered in thumbtacks and powder. There's broken chairs and wood and tables and all kinds of craziness. And we still do not have a clear victor in this match, Todd Winters.
Let's go down to ringside with Robert Shaw. Let's hear the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, both referees are in agreement. Both men's shoulders were down. Both men were counted. Therefore, this contest is a no contest.
I can't believe it. The fans don't like that one at all. A no contest declared here between these two men. So what does that mean for the stipulation? We're going to need to get some type of ruling from NEW owner promoter Travis Canning in the future about the conclusion of this matchup.
All right, we're going to need to, there's going to be lawyers involved. There's going to be litigation. This is not cut and dry, Todd Winters. This is not over. This is just the beginning. We need to see now how the stipulation for this match will be enforced. Both men had indicated they would never wrestle in Newfoundland again if they lost this match.
And you see here highlights of this absolutely wild and insane brawl. Tables, chains, chairs, thumbtacks, garbage cans, you name it. It was all on the line here today on our debut episode of NEW Too Hot for TV, and you could see why right there, the impact on the back of Dynamite Dillon Davis. And this one was an absolute war, actually.
Will these men be able to... I need to know how this is going to work here. You know, will these men be able to compete in Newfoundland again? They are contractually obligated when they agreed to this non-sanctioned match. And you see there at the end, both men technically had their shoulders down on the mat for a 3 count by an official in New Evolution Wrestling. This is an interesting, and it's not over by a long shot, Todd Winters.
Certainly no, and we've received word that following the conclusion of this match, we have some post-match comments, hopefully, that will clarify this situation from NEW owner-promoter Travis Canning.
As you can see from the past match we just witnessed, neither Dynamite Dillon Davis nor Wild Thing Tony King officially lost this match. Therefore, they are both reinstated as part of the New Evolution Wrestling roster. With that being said, I'd like to formally apologize to the fans and the participants in this match for overstepping my bounds as a wrestling promoter. It is my duty to inform all of you that going forward, I will be on the hunt to hire somebody in the interest of objectivity and to put an authority figure to keep the action in the ring so that this doesn't happen again. Going forward, I will not be involved in any type of ringside capacity whatsoever.